Hi everyone, and welcome on today's episode of Soft Glam. Beginner friendly a look like this. I'll be taking you through every detail that you really need to know about soft glam and flawless beginner friendly makeup. Let's get into the video without further ado, okay? Alright, so we begin fast with moisturizing your skin. I'm using this by Nivea. It's actually worked pretty well with my face, so I apologize I lost the footage for doing my brows. If you'd like me to do a detailed brow tutorial, comment down below and I will be able to ensure that I do a detailed brow tutorial. So then we will go in after moisturizing your skin with foundation. And once you apply your foundation, we use a setting mist. Go ahead and use setting mist. You can even use rose water. This enables your makeup to blend out seamlessly. I will use a damp beauty blender, clean, rinsed with towel with no excess water. So we will go in and dab the product. We don't drag the product, just dab it in where it's placed and you will be able to achieve uniform. Then I'll go in with my concealer in the shade Toffee. You can use two shade lighter than your foundation. Then I will apply it under my eye. I didn't get to apply concealer on other areas as well, so then you use a setting mist and allow it to dry down. This is only when you're using a lighter concealer. You will need it to set down before you blend it out. All right, then you will just dab the product where it's placed. Just ensure you dab the concealer just where it's placed. Do not drag the product. And on my nose, I will be using another brush just on the bridge of my nose to blend out the concealer, because a beauty blender is kind of large, so it might not get it right with also contouring my nose. So I will go with a brush that I used foundation to apply foundation with, from the top of my brows down to the bridge and the tip of my nose. So that's what I'll be doing under this step. And also I will go over my brows with a brow brush just to ensure that I remove the excess product that is there initially, to give it that light and airy feel of the brows. I will do that to both of the brows just to give it that brow lift. Right, do you see the difference? Perfect. So now we're going in with setting powder, and I will be using Sacha baking powder, and you will use a powder puff and tap the excess behind your back of your palm and then apply it where we applied concealer. Ensure that you use just enough. We do not want your under eyes to be cakey or where you applied concealer to be cakey either. Just apply enough and just dab it in to the place that you placed the other one on initially. I will go ahead and use the blush. Actually, I'm using foundation on my shade. Yes, so I'll be using yellow and orange. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer pink or orange blushes? For me, I mix them both and I just like it. You can never have much blush, right? So yeah, I will go ahead and add much blush to the top chin of my face, bringing it down to my bottom chin. Do not drag the product, just ensure you place the product on the top of your cheekbone. Then I will reverse contour my face with a setting powder again with a powder brush. And then after I set it, I will ensure that I brush everything to remove the harsh lines. We do not want to see the harsh line between the cheekbone of the blush and the powder. So this is just to ensure that everything blends out seamlessly from the top of the brow to the bottom of your chin. Then I will go through with my highlighter. Some you can use your bronzer as well. So from my end, I will use my fingers to apply my bronzer and rub it on the top of the chin, just where we placed our blush. All right, on the top chin, just go over it with your fingers and ensure that it blends smoothly onto your skin and there is no harsh line either. I will go ahead and use the same highlighter on the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose as well, just to give it that illusion of you know, contoured those. Okay, so then I will go ahead and proceed and blend it all out, that it does not have to seem like a spot of shyness. You know how sometimes it gets, and ensure you go over it again and again to ensure that it's perfectly seamless. All right, so then I will go ahead the top of my eyelid with eyeshadow, the nude eyeshadow that I do have that actually matches my skin, and just give my eye kind of color pop. Yeah, and then I will go over everything we just applied with a powder brush. I'm not using any powder on this brush. That the product that was used on earlier was left on the brush is what I'm using to brush out everything. So I then again went ahead and did my eyeliner and lashes off camera, and now I'm just adding a little shimmer to the top lid of my eyes to give it that pop and life. You know how we do it. Do you like it? All right, so you can never have enough blush. You see, I'm still going ahead of the blush with a highlighter. It kind of dimmed the blush, so I'm just going around it with what was left on the brush. Then I'll wipe down my lips and apply lipstick, and first we will go ahead and line your lips. I'll be using Davis in the shade 18 to line my lips. Actually, that's the same eye pencil I used for my brows. You can use 18 or 3. 3 is usually darker. I prefer 3 on my lips and 18 on my brows, whichever suits you best. So then I will go ahead and apply lipstick, which I usually use a brush to ensure that it blends perfectly. Okay, then that's the moment you go over it with clear gloss to give it that shyness effect. And everything I'm doing in this video, that's everything I did. Nothing was skipped or nothing was rushed through. Just ensure that you set your makeup down with a setting mist and leave it out to dry. Thank you so much for staying up to this far. I hope you did learn a thing or two, and welcome to join our community. Have a wonderful day or time wherever you are. Bye bye for now, and take care.